Okay? So we need just as big, if not bigger, claps and cheers. Wonderful. Keep going. Keep going. Clap, keep going. For the wonderful, for the amazing Keane Tugwell!
So, how most comedy shows work is they save the best for last, right? Got my headline, good solid material that everyone will laugh at. The difference is, as Harry said, I started this night and I run it. So I can do what I want. On that note, do you know about Roblox, sir? You like a bit of Roblox? If not, strap in. So, I had a week off recently, and I got about halfway through and I realised that I don't really do anything when I'm at home. I mostly just stare at a wall or the ceiling, or do the same in a different room. So I went on a PlayStation and thought, what kind of games could I get in? And I don't know if any of you play games nowadays. They're pretty expensive, but I went on the free section and they had a game called Roblox, and I remember hearing a lot about that when I was a kid. I was surprised it was still going. And so I thought I'd go on it and see what kind of things people have made. Let me tell you, it was an absolute riot, as I'm sure you'll soon find out. Case in point, first map I played, Tesco. That's it. Someone recreated a functional Tesco that you could visit and buy fake items while playing a video game. Or it would be, if not for the small oversight, that no one wanted to play that, so I was just walking around the Tesco by myself, like it was in the middle of lockdown or something. I don't know what else I did. Someone recreated Call of Duty, and it was actually, I don't really have any jokes with it, I just want to talk about it. I was in the middle of playing it. I realised, like, I've been spending half an hour playing a game that some kid probably made in his spare time, and it was really good. So shout out to whoever made that. If I would look better if I could remember the name. I don't, we'll move on. The main thing I wanted to talk to you about is, as I was scrolling, this was about 2:30 in the morning now, because again, I had a week off. True. I didn't wake up for it, so that sounds like I have pressure. Never mind. So yeah, I found this map called Project Birmingham. I thought, wow, what could Project Birmingham possibly entail? Let me tell you, I've played it, I'm not entirely sure. Like, you start in it, and it's just Birmingham. Someone has sat down, I don't know if like many adults play this game, or if it's be a bit weird, like some sort of future court case that me, a 25-year-old, was just playing a game with a load of kids. Please do not take that bit out of context. I don't do this anymore. Yeah, and so I started it, and I found a bit where you can get a car, got in it, and I realised, before I do this next bit, is anyone in here from Birmingham? Are you? Good. So I was thinking, and I was sat there. I was like, it's 3 a.m. I am in a fictional recreation of Birmingham. I do not want to be here. So I immediately did a U-turn and just started driving to see what I could find. What I did find was, you know that really well-known place just outside of Birmingham, the unending void of death. Yeah, I was just driving. I thought, well, this is actually pretty alright, and I fell off and I died. And then I thought I should probably get some sleep. That's the end of that bit. That wasn't even written down on my notes. Things like that just happen when I do comedy. I was going to do a bit about November, but I think the only person who could probably be doing November is Harry. Are you doing November, or is that a choice?
No, this is just happening. This is just not intentional.
Fair enough. I mean, the thing is, right, I've considered doing it in the past, but look at this. I'm trying to get a way to cover the rest of my facial hair so you can see what I look like with a mustache. Does that work? This is the kind of mustache that would prevent me from going within 300 feet of the school. Hence why I want to be doing November. It's not that I like it was testicle cancer. I'm not a fan of either. I am a fan of testicle. Oh shit, that's bad. Again, don't take that out of context. Right. So, a bit about me. A bit like Marmite. In the way that you either hate me or spread me, I guess. I'm yet to be spread. I don't really know what I was thinking when I put that bit down. I don't really know what else you do with Marmite. I'm not entirely sure I want to know what else you would do with Marmite. I'm sure there's a section on a certain site about that, but we'll move on. I've seen a lot about my childhood lately. Do you remember your childhood when you used to just go outside and play with your friends? Well, so I was told anyway. I was playing outside anyway. Yeah, I used to have hopes and dreams. I wanted to be an actor when I was a kid. And nowadays, I just have an Xbox. On credit. Truly is the joys of the adult life. I also used to enjoy playing a game called Club Penguin, which was a really fun little game set in, I guess, the North Pole. And you just play it with your friends, you build a little house and things. That was really good fun, until they had to shut it down, because, you know, global warming's coming for all of us. I'm the chef here, by the way. Yeah. 1, someone gave me a job. Pretty cool. 2, they trusted me with knives and fire. I say, this is a safe pair of hands. Please ignore the burns. Yeah, we started doing roasts here recently, and my manager told me this. I came in one day and was like, we start doing roasts on our normal menu. And I thought, bit of a challenge, but yeah, sure, that's fine. So and then I was in the kitchen setting everything up. The ticket came through. That's what the ticket machine sounds like. It isn't. That noise haunts my dreams. I was going to do this bit to Jeannie. She has left because she lives in God knows where. Essex, was it?
Plymouth. She lives in Plymouth. She's from Essex.
Cheers. Basically, yeah, I went out. I was like, right, fine. I'll go down and I will deliver them their roast. So I went up to the table and I thought, okay, I've done this before. Here we go. And I know them. I said, hello, folks. Your mum is so stupid. She thinks that roadblocks is the thing that blocks off lanes of the road. I shouldn't have improvised that. Joy to the world, I am on stage. Right, the main thing I want to talk about is, again, in my time off and also just randomly, I decided to watch through a lot of the movies that I have, because I have a ridiculous amount. I'm currently watching through all of the James Bond films. Is anyone a fan of James Bond? One fan. Hello, this bit is for you, sir. So, I've only ever seen the Daniel Craig ones, except for that weird one that he did called Quantum of Solero, or whatever it was. No idea. So, started from the beginning, and I noticed a few things about Bond. There's 3 types of scenes in James Bond, at least in the early ones. I've only got to You Only Live Twice. So, there's men talking, which is where there are just men talking. There is scene with woman, which usually involves sex or talking then leading to sex. There's also the reverse of that, like the bit in Goldfinger, where he's lounging on a sunbed with this girl, and then his mate comes up and he's like, hey, we're going to talk about spy stuff, James Bond. And then he's like, that's my Sean Connery impression, I'm not very good. How long was she man talking? And he slaps her on the ass, and I think, this was 60 years ago now. Bit weird, isn't it? Third type of scene is the fight scenes, and by that I mean, because it was the 60s and I guess they hadn't invented fight choreography, it's just Sean Connery doing a big chop. Literally, he's grappling with a man, and then he gets him and he goes... Beautiful film. Yeah, so what's your favourite Bond film, mate?
Daniel Craig one's pretty good.
Daniel Craig ones are really
I
good.
didn't think I'd like him to start with, but I do like him now.
I think there was from what I recall, there was a lot of controversy when Daniel Craig was. This isn't even comedy, I'm just talking about movies. I do that a lot, surprisingly. There was a lot of controversy about him being blonde when it came out, right? People calling him James Bond. And then immediately in fairness, if you're going to start something right, start a comedy like called BS Comedy, first of all. Don't do that, this is a bit weird. Casino Royale is a fantastic film. I think everyone who kind of says, oh, he's going to be a crap bomb, is then like, alright, cool. I need to write jokes down. Yeah. The final thing I want to talk about with bombs is in the film Thunderball, which, by the way, I sat through, and is a film where half of it is underwater. And, you know, famously, things kind of move a bit slowly underwater. So it's just those fight scenes with Big Chop at half the speed, and then he just chops him, and then this like oxygen thing comes out, and then they go to the surface and they never see it again. I mean, that went on for about 20 minutes. I thought, I need to go to bed, bro. I'm just here watching men tussle underwater. Do not search that online. You will find jokes online, I'll tell you that much. That's the thing. Thunderball, the whole plot is, oh, they got these nuclear bombs. And I noticed, as I was watching it, on the side of the bomb, in big bold print, it says, handle like eggs. To be fair, yeah, you probably want to be a bit delicate with a nuclear warhead. But why did they choose the phrase handle like eggs? Like, I went to Morrison's in a food shop, and I checked. It doesn't, on the packaging, it does not say handle like a nuclear warhead. What's going on? I'm not even gonna. I've had a really bad cough for like the entire time it's been cold. Again, these aren't jokes. So that's the thing. Like, I think I've got the example of like the one comedian who just doesn't tell jokes. They're just kind of on stage for a bit. It's just like, you know, like you ever use Spotify, if you don't pay for it because you took the 10-inch option. Yeah, it's just like the next 15 minutes are ad-free thanks to the following sponsor. And it plays an ad. That's me. Except this is the end of the night, and you're waiting to go home. Or maybe you're not, because, I mean, I think I can say this. This is probably the most comfortable temperature I've been in all week. I was half tempted, like, I didn't just perform the entire thing out here. Out here, and I've been a little bit more. Right, fine. Can't have anything nice these days. You do that thing when you're performing and then you forget all of your jokes, so you decide to walk off the stage so everyone can go home?
Nice to the hand.
I've done all of that. Oh, I didn't do that one, thank you. Quite the exit. So, people based in Bath, would you say that Bath is a nice town? Correct. Air is the right answer. A lot of hills. An awful lot of hills. So when I came here, I chose to go to uni here purely because the campus looked nice. Which probably explains why, one, I did an arts degree, and two, I now do this. But yeah, I do think Bath was nice, and I moved into the city. Oh dear. This pub used to have a bit of a reputation for being not great, and in fairness, you can see this. Like, as far as I can tell, there was no one out there tonight. But numerous times, there have been people out there across the road, right next to the Waitrose, mind you, smoking meth. But I'd just like to say to all of you now, what I do on my break times is none of your business. There it is, having Keane Tugwell.